chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis.
Yeah, no, it's
going on.
Altogether 8 years in this organization. It was a great organization. We won a lot of games, not to get that up and down, but people think out is always my.
Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Sims. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Pittsburgh's offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Clemson jumps to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got a man. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Got room with the 35. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of... There he goes! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for... The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got his man. Powers through. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here is still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads quickly. On the move at the 30. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The quick out. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. There he goes to the left. Inside the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage, joining the likes of Clemson legends Sammy Watkins and Mike Williams.
And when you think of those guys, you think of big plays. I mean, guys that could hit home runs immediately, and that's what he's doing. And when your name's mentioned with that kind of elite company, you talk about sticking your chest out. You talk about being a dude. Those are NFL players, and you're getting compared to those guys. That's a good day at the office.
Finds his man. It's Ramsey. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll go to the air on second and short. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Shields. He's got him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the... A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Lost to throw again. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ramsey. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fit it in the window for the score. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Shields. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that big Philly.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clemson jumps to the line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on first down from the 40. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finding an escape route. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
First down for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.